Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. I'm the Tilted Crown Gourmet. Today I'm going to be bringing you my Aunt Thelma, and we used to call her Big Thelma because she was almost 6 feet tall. She would have been 110 years old had she lived till the 11th of May. I'm going to be dropping this a little bit early on, I believe the 9th of May in honor of her birthday. She passed away long ago, but I believe it was 1990. However, her memory and her rolls live on. So I will be bringing to you her dinner roll recipe. Therefore, without further ado, let's roll up those sleeves, let's get some prep done, and let's get cooking. In order to get our yeast started to our warm water, we want it to be at 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 38 degrees centigrade. We want to go ahead and add our yeast, and to that we want to add our sugar. Remember, the sugar is completely an option. You do not have to add sugar. However, if you do add the sugar, it just helps the yeast. Give everything a quick stir, and then now we want to take this and place it in a warm place. While my yeast is rising, because it's almost finished, it's been out, I put it out on my balcony. I have some hot water here. To my hot water, I'm going to add sugar, salt, shortening, and a slightly beaten egg. And we're going to allow this to sit for just a second while I go get my yeast. I'm back, and this is our yeast. Doesn't that look lovely? So our yeast, I'm going to add that to my flour. Use my spatula because I want all that out of there. And then my water, egg, sugar, shortening mixture I'm going to add as well, and we're going to mix this up. Now this dough is going to be a bit sticky at this particular juncture. What we want to get all of that flour incorporated. Now that we have that incorporated, what we want to do is we want to sit this in a warm place, and we want it to rise. Once it doubles in size, we'll be back. Some thoughts about my Aunt Thelma. I'll never forget how no matter what time we arrived at our home, a beautiful old Victorian on Hayes, she always made sure that we ate before bed. It didn't matter if it was midnight or 2 in the morning, she made it happen. And it wasn't just for us. It was for anyone who walked through her door. She made sure they were fed, cared for, and above all else, that they were seen. Hello everyone, I am back with my Aunt Thelma's dinner rolls. Right now what I've done is I have gotten some butter and some shortening, and I've put it into a microwave safe dish. And I'm gonna put it in the microwave and I'm gonna melt it. While that's melting, I'm gonna go and get our dough. I have my dough, and look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely fantastic? Now, I'm going to take my pan that I'm gonna put my rolls in, and with my melted butter and shortening, I'm just going to brush this into the pan. Because what I wanna do is make it easy to remove them later. So I'm gonna brush the sides and I'm gonna brush the bottom. And I'm gonna make sure that I have a little bit left over, because when I get them in there for them to proof the second time, I am going to brush the top with a little bit of this butter and shortening. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside. Now at this point you have a choice. You can use a scale and weigh your dough and make exact biscuits, but I've decided I'm gonna do it like Aunt Thelma did, and that's just, you eyeball it, and that's okay. So let's move our dough. Let's lightly flour our work surface. because once again, we know that the dough is a bit sticky. And then we're gonna get our dough and we're gonna get it and bring it out onto our flour's work surface. You see, I took my rings off, and we want to get this and kind of coat it a little bit, get our hands in the flour, because what we want to do is we want to be able to pinch these off and put them into our pan. Pinch off a piece, pinch off another piece, put it right up next to it. It's a little sticky, so right, that's why we have that flour. And the wonderful part about this, they don't all have to be exactly the same. They're just close. And there are times when you might want a big roll, and there are times when you might want a small roll. So with this, you get to pick. Now I'm gonna wash my hands, and then I'll be right back. I remember how she would get up in the middle of the night and catch the bus to bring my mother's brother Leroy food when he said he was hungry because he was a bit down on his luck. She didn't hesitate, she just went. She moved through the world with a heart so big that it held all of us. My next step is I like to brush the top of my rolls with some of that butter. And like I said, it's okay that some of them are smaller than the others. That's all right. If I wanted to make them perfect, I would have weighed them. And I did bring my scale out to weigh them, and then I just decided this is a tribute to my Aunt Thelma, and she didn't weigh them, so I wasn't gonna weigh them. And now we're gonna allow this to sit and rise for the second time. My Aunt Thelma was also known for her sense of style. Watch out, especially on Sundays, because her dresses, shoes, handbags, and hats, they were always on fire. Remember, your kitchen is your passport to the world, allowing you to explore diverse cultures and cuisines right from home as you explore new flavors and techniques. And as always, bon appetit.